So here we are, a little further in the day, and I think maybe a quick review of what's been going on might be good for everybody. We're continuing on haltering practice, haltering training. I have been spending 10-15 minutes with her, probably about four more times since the last video of just getting her haltered. And each time I'm working on the same thing, so you're not missing anything, you're just missing the repetition of it. And I really just can't stress enough how vital it is to do short but many. So you just get this horse that just wants to hang around with you, because each time you hang around with them, they get something kind of good. You know, she's not perfect, obviously, but she's pretty darn good. So to cover a little bit of what I did last time, we talked about being able to take the rope and place it on. We talked about being able to use the rope to draw. Okay, this is gentle. We don't want to force them. We want to be able to move the rope around on their neck, and we want to be able to take it off without any trouble, without them leaving, while we continue to maintain draw. So I've haltered her a few times now, and I'm not overly worried about this anymore. As you can see, she's quite gentle about being haltered. We're still, just to give everybody a time frame, we're still on day 6 of her being here. And I'd say that she's just a real fast learner, but she's really open to the idea of being friends, and so am I. So I work quite hard on that. I want my halter to be on as gentle as I can make it. I don't want to catch any hairs in this little knot and stuff like that. And I thought I would bring you guys on the next step of what I think about when I've got a horse on a halter. Now, the first thing I want to see is a very calm horse. I don't want to see her worried, and as we can tell, she's pretty chill. So we do want to practice drawing in a direction. You'll find, maybe you'll find, that it's easier to draw a horse sort of sideways to us a bit. We've got Maya and Mr. Wild out in the arena right now, so if she looks like she's paying attention that way, they're running around like a couple of goofballs. Come here. Okay, so it's good practice too, because that's a lot of draw over there. There's, in her mind, she is very drawn to the action that's happening, because they're racing around like complete crazies. It's kind of fun. I'm drawn to it as well. But but we can ask for her face like that. Say very good, and then we can pet. So a lot of this haltering practice also gets us closer to being, oh, there's a fly, being close, being able to encourage them, and being close is a good thing. And so, as I was saying, in the beginning, you can kind of just get the side to side, and that's good draw. I'll come back this way, side to side. There, that's good draw. And we just keep practicing over and over again that when they draw, okay, so there's two ways. I think there's a couple ways to look at this. One, we can start to draw our body this way and the rope. And it's not going to go tight. Our goal is not to have this rope stay tight. I know there's a fly hanging around us, isn't there? If the rope ends up going tight, it means the horse is late, or you're applying too much, or a combination of both. So when I start to give a really good indication I'm going to draw, she should be making her way over before I pull on this thing on her head, the halter. And so we'll ask again, we'll just start to draw, we'll come around. She's going to move a little. right? So, but if we draw and they don't respond, it ends up placing pressure either on the nose or on the top of the head. And a lot of people have trouble when they pull the top of the head that the horse won't come forward. Like, my horse doesn't come forward when I pull them. Well, there's two problems that are happening, I believe. So when I draw, when I pull, when I'm getting ready to go, my body will kind of leave. And then when she comes and reaches, I'll reach back. So I want that muscle memory in place to be like, I'm leaving, you want to come? And she says, yeah, I do. I really want to come. So that I'm not necessarily having to place that pressure on the top of her head. Oh, here come the kids. So more draw that way. So there we go. So then the second problem is that if we do have to pull, like if I leave quickly and pull, well, gosh darn it, she came with me. But a lot of horses will fight sort of that pull on the top of their head. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to worry her by pushing down on the top of her head. See, if I push, oh, come on, stop being so nice. But if I push enough, I'll get a worried horse. And that's normal, right? We don't want to put them in fear mode. So I'm just going to take that back out. I'm just going to rub. Say, I'm really sorry about that. I don't want her to have trouble with something on the top of her head. And sometimes if they get tied a little early and stuff like that, and they have to end up fighting the back of their head because it hurts, then we put in something that just we don't want to be there. So we want to have that draw so that when I leave, she'll come with me. And I'll extend my arm out too. I'll let my arm be a little bit elastic when I go so that I'm not jarring the back of her head. And you'll see when I go to leave, right, my arm goes out and comes back in when she comes, right? You goofball. You're so funny, you and your little yellow teeth. We go to leave and my arm will extend out because she's late. I'm not going to try to pull, but I am hinting we're leaving. You know, it's like if you're holding your kid's hand, you don't drag them around if you can help it, right? You want them to just kind of come with you. So we're going to go left and right, like a figure eight, and just hold little. There we go. And you can wander on. See, my arm extends back out when she doesn't come. And I'm not going to drive her into this exercise right now. This isn't groundwork where we're driving them to come with us. We want to draw them. So when she comes around, we've done a little bit, it's my turn to give back. And she loves a good scratchings, like they all do. Don't you? You love a good scratchings. And be gentle with your rope here too. Like don't force them to be with you if you can help it. I'm gonna ask. I'm reaching, I'm drawing, release, draw, release, draw, and the other side, right? And that will be my method for the next couple of days. Since she's doing so well with this, I have set up the veterinary appointment to happen 3 days from now, I guess, is the earliest I could get. And we're gonna get a real proper check done over her and discover if anything is on her, if she has any more bugs or anything like that, and get her her Coggins test figured out, which should come back negative. I don't expect any problems there. So that's it, and hopefully that's been kind of interesting. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. But that's going to be the halter practice that we do, and it should go. I expect this to go very well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. You're such a good girl.